All right. Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? Oh, beautiful. Thank you, past Aaron. Oh, man. Brilliant. Pour one out for the homies. All right. It's a little bit unfortunate because I've already done this.
We all lost everything. Everything but our stories. And they shouldn't be forgotten. I was 3. It was April of 1983. Cecil, it was 1870 for you. Sam and Vera, you tell it like it was yesterday, but it's been 62 years since you saw that last time.
I promise when I first watched this, it was so much more cinematic.
Light. That's where all of our new stories began. Streaked across the sky, mesmerizing, unnerving. Even in daylight, Joseph, you said it was gloriously bright. None of us understood, but, well, we followed, and we all felt some kind of trepidation, and yet
Attraction.
attraction.
I don't know if you were here for this, but wow. You know what? I'm just gonna let it play. Let it run.
You all remember, there was no turning away.
There was no turning away.
It advanced, almost like
And why would you? Why would you turn away from a game like this? Come on now.
spinning slowly until, well, found us, each of us. We should tell these stories because
We should tell these stories.
it saved us, and
It did.
there
There must be more. I promise you, I know that my reaction right now is a little underwhelming, but you should have seen me fucking crying last night. You should have seen it, man. I will upload those VODs because, like, oh my goodness. But yeah, let's fucking run it. And funny enough, my first run is actually going to be very similar to this second run because, like, immediately I was like, here's basically what happened. I'll still kind of, I'll roleplay a little bit. Here's what happened. I hit this button.
Hello. Bonjour. Ciao.
Obviously, this is an alien. Immediately, I was like, this is an alien.
Shora. Ni hao. Welcome to Hunrad.
Obviously.
My name is Joseph.
Bruh.
I am the mayor here. You are most probably a bit confused and disoriented. But let me reassure you, everything will be fine. You're not the first to go through this experience.
That was one of my favorite. You were not the first to go through this experience.
Follow the trail to the house with the white picket fence. Fali will meet you there and introduce you to your new life here.
As soon as I heard go to the house with the white picket fence and meet this person, I was like, sorry, Mr. Alien, but go fuck yourself. I'm gonna fuck you. Screw you guys. I'm going home. And I immediately ran up here and saw this bug. I actually didn't see it launch from here. I thought it came out from over here because I was dilly-dallying a lot. But anyway, I ran over here, opened this door, saw these rocks, and was like, okay, this is the only place I can go here. And there's clearly some glowy thing. So obviously, my first thought was I was going to get some kind of like telekinesis powers or something. That's not at all. But that was my first thought. But regardless, I knew that. And then I was like, okay, let me run over here. That's a thing. And then I was like, this was my first time seeing the wall. And so I was like, okay, so surely this is a new area that I can explore eventually at some point. Immediately, at first I was like, let me just run over here. But then I was like, oh. Alright, word. So, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I'm like, I don't know about this wall, but this looks very explorable. yes and no. Yes and no on that one. But anyway, so then I'm just gonna, because I don't want to roleplay that hard. I'll just kind of give you the cliff notes. It was basically like I ran over here, saw more rocks over there. Also, pretty early on, started to make note of just how, I didn't realize. Oh yeah, also these rocks here. Not me trying to walk through there without realizing. Oh yeah, this bug. Anyway, I didn't realize what the minecart situation was gonna be like. But I was like, man, they really. I mean, don't get me wrong. The minecart bit from Riven, peak cinema. I got nothing. I got no notes. That was fucking sweet. Going through the water and the under, dude, fuck yeah, man. But then I was like, okay, but as good as that minecart bit was, I'm sorry, this is a bit much. It's a little bit much. You'll see. It makes more sense if you don't know what's going on. But anyway, then I ran up here, checked all this stuff out, yada yada. I actually went around the other way, but I noticed. I'll give you the big note for this one was that door cannot be opened, but you can go underneath here somehow and open this door. I don't know how, but that was the note that I made there. I got that water on pretty quick, so actually, ooh, no. See, here's what bugs me. Now that I'm restarting and I know some spoilers, I'm almost tempted not to do certain things, but I don't think that's an option. I'm pretty sure this has to be, like, if I could refrain from turning on this... Oh, sorry, let me run it back. I'm still role-playing a little bit. When I saw this laser, I was like, oh god, is this going to kill me? For science. It did not kill me, so that was a big dub. Then I ran over here and I immediately spammed the doorbell, but now that I know what's going on... So now we are no longer role-playing and you are just going to watch me get to where I was previously. I hope that was enough roleplay for you. Basically, the quantum timeline diverges at the point at which I no longer am asking CW for help. Running up here... See, this is what bugs me, is I wish I could just go through this now, but obviously I can't because I need to do the thing before I do the thing, and then I can do the thing. But before I can do the thing, I have to do the thing. And then after doing this thing, it's actually very unclear how to reverse doing that thing. It's very unclear to me how I stop the waterfall from flowing. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Here's a question. Is Farley's house RNG or is that always set? Because if that's always set, that makes my life one heck of a lot easier. Still remember what the passcode is, so. Actually, it's gotta be set, doesn't it? Because, like, it's gotta be set. Because, like, this doesn't have the option like Mist does where you can randomize the... You know, I never actually... That wouldn't do anything, would it? Why would that do anything? Lol. Alright. Usually, you guys... As someone who knows his way around a generator or two, I am gonna upload these VODs, because I want you guys to see just how fucking fast I got the generator going. Like that shit. I was like, yep, okay, we need the gas. We gotta prime that shit, and then we start it, and then we're running it. Let's go, baby. I mean, it's not hard. Generators are not... but I just mean, not everybody knows how that shit works, so that could have been a puzzle low-key. What is really funny, though, is I thought that I had to keep cranking this instead of just doing it once and letting it do its thing. So I accidentally ended up needing to crank it 3 times, because, like, I cranked it and I kept spinning my mouse, and then took that as further input, so then it, like... Wait, do I have to crank it 3 times? Am I tripping? Because I'm not hearing any gas flowing. Maybe I accidentally did it the right way. Oh, duh. I did accidentally do it the right way, because what I did was I did it both ways. And you're actually supposed to do it this way, aren't you? No. Wait, oh, you are I'm so confused. Oh, no, it is flowing. I think it's flowing. We're gonna check. I don't know. It was a lot louder darn it. It was a lot louder last time. I could be tripping. Maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. Oh. That would also explain it. Did I... Okay. That's right. I went to the generator for... Okay. See, again, this is what I'm saying. Is like, I actually did it better last time than this time. Because I went to the generator first because I recognized what it was. And then I followed the fuel line after fucking with that stuff already. So there. There we go. Yeah, I had to turn the emergency drain off. Yeah, duh. Or the fuel drain, rather. Okay. Now we can... Oh. Now we can run it. Let me remember what I did after this. Because this might take a... Alright. So that is up and running, and then we're gonna... Oh, you know what, actually? Well, again, I still had to get over here to turn the power on, so it does not make a difference that way. But... whatever. It was... beautiful. I've already heard that. Might as well. In case you're wondering, I already read all of this stuff yesterday. Yeah, might as well. Okay. Q, you motherfucker. I love maps. Yeah, I bet you do love maps. Oh my gosh, no, I did not mean that. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, wait, but then where else does this go? Let me just, hold on, let me just take a picture of this. Oh wait, is that maxed out? Okay, in that case, let me run over to this side. Aha! Haha, I'm dumb. I mean, I already knew that, but like... Is there a way to rotate the lens at all? No, okay. In that case, that leads me to think that there is another code somewhere in here. I don't think that's a thing, but I'm just taking a picture of that just to be safe. See, I almost want to think it might have to do something with this bookshelf, but that doesn't make sense. Alright, for now... For now, I think I'm just going to take this as all the hints that I'm going to get. And I mean, to be fair, that is a lot of hints. That's actually now 2 codes that I need. So, like, that's kind of massive. Whoops. So now we're going to go on a destruction, killing spree real quick. Yeah, we're going to go on a killing spree real quick. And by killing spree, I mean we are deleting anything that's red. Sorry, guys. Because I will say, not that I'm still role-playing at this point, but I'll be damned. That is something I'm still gonna do. Fuck your alien shit. I know they're not bad guys either. Now that I have read through this shit, so I do know now that they're not bad guys, but whatever. Still doing it. I don't care. I don't mean to sound xenophobic, but like, I'm just tickled by it now. It's like, it's more so for the sake of breaking shit than it is for the sake of like... Excuse me. Oh my goodness. We already know... Don't need to take a picture of this, but we're still going to. This one's important, sort of. Q, don't get mad at me for saying only sort of. Nope. That's gotta be invisible ink. I'm sorry. I know they probably don't have lenses in this game like they did in Riven, but like, oh my gosh. I'm almost certainly willing to bet. Is there any way to rotate this? There is. Yeah, it's got pegs, obvious. Man, I'm dumb. Man, I'm dumb. Well, now that I know that pegboards are a thing, that changes things. For surely. I did not need to do that, did I? Whatever. Oh, and I forgot to hit the button while I was over here. Lol. Alright, hit the button, Max. Hmm. My goodness. Yeah, it has been a really rough day for the musculoskeletal system. That is what I will say. Beautiful. Alright. I should have put a speedrun timer or something on. It's basically, I guess really the question is, how deep into, or at least for a second time, how deep into this can I get on one White Claw? And in the time it takes me to drink one claw, how far am I gonna get? Bets, anybody? Wagers? Wagers? Anybody? Anybody? Somebody? Oh, wait a minute. Well, I can come back and do that later, but you know what? I'm just gonna do it right now. And I'm internalizing this right now. You do not get out of the minecart. You do not get out of the minecart. I'm internalizing that right now. Because you guys, if you don't know what happened last night, that's probably for the better. But, oh, okay. Never mind. We're not doing this right now. Lol, my bad. I'm doing that later then. But yeah, if you didn't know, now you know. Do not, under any circumstances, get out of the minecart. And this is blocked by the regular rock, correct? Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure, that's all. Oh wait, no, we did want this. That should probably be good enough. No, we're just gonna WSD it. Oh. I forgot it's inverted controls, that's weird. Is it supposed to be? Oh well, who cares? Alright. I don't know. Color me old fashioned, but inverted controls feels like an unnecessary way to add difficulty. Not that I care, it's not that big of a deal, but it does feel a little bit unnecessary. Okie dokie, we're not, that's not. Could have sworn I was able to hit this from here. Yeah, okay. Hold on, let me use the screen. Did I get it? Yeah, alright, bet. And then from the, oh, also I need to, hold on, I completely forgot to stick to my guns on this. Holy shit, wait a minute. I'm gonna be going back there anyway, but yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, nerd. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot literally like the most important part of all of this. I'm such a ding dong. Don't mind me, just being an idiot. See, this is why, see, I kind of like that actually. In a way, CW is kind of dangerous because, at least for my own brain, if you do something because somebody told you to, it doesn't click nearly in the same way as if you did it because you figured out that's what you needed to do. Like, it doesn't, in a lot of ways, it doesn't matter. No matter what, it's something that you needed to do. But in terms of how it's programmed into what you're experiencing, like, that is a very big difference. And I did not see that when that first happened. I had no, to be honest with you, I had no idea that knocking that thing out actually changed the dome. So cute. Cheers for letting me know about that one. Like, I had no idea. I just, because again, it's part of how it's encoded. Like, somehow I missed all of that, mostly because I was so engrossed in how this worked. But like, yeah, man, no, it doesn't make a difference. Okay. Oh wait, I do need to do this. What is that sound? Oh, is that just the border going all the way down? Wait, why was it still... Wait, how deep does that border go? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Also, we're... Wait, now they don't... Wait, why can't I exit? Oh no. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Okay, that's a bug. That's a massive bug. That I'm sure they fixed, to be honest with you, now that I think about it. I don't necessarily think this is the most up-to-date version. For and you are free to interpret that however you will. I was gonna say, for a second I was gonna say, is that Watermelon Man? Because if so, if you're playing Watermelon Man, that is a deep cut, bro. Holy shit. Man, that was one of my favorite songs from Jazz Band. Holy shit. God, that is a deep cut. Oh my gosh, bro. Talk about like a rhythmic masterpiece. Talk about a rhythmic masterpiece. Oh my goodness. Watermelon Man goated for real. Okay, that's good enough, I think. Because the laser's a bit out in front of me too, you know? So like, yeah, there we go. Goodbye. Alright. And now we're going back. Because now that I know, there's a lot of stuff I don't actually have to wait for. Like, this is low-key turning into, like... This is basically going to be like a half speed run, half legitimate playthrough. Oh, wait a minute. No, I just realized I actually do need to go back to the shit. Oh. No, I do get flipped around anyway, so, you know, just for posterity's sake, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it this way. Posterity's sake is not the right way to put that, but what I'll say is I don't think I need to go to the sub right now. I don't think that's necessary in any way, shape, or form, actually, so. Also, I completely forgot to take out Farley, but, you know, whatever. That can come later. Farley, I don't even mind Farley that much. Like, Farley's kind of a chiller, to be honest with you. But, like, if it's alien tech, it's going bye-bye. And it can still be rebuilt, apparently. I'm not saying it's not non-trivial, but you can rebuild it. So, like, sorry, bro. I'm breaking your shit. And while I'm thinking about it, what number is that? It's 15. Do I know what all the way across is? I don't think so. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to. I mean, I can just look it up, can't I? Like, is that cheating? I don't mean look it up online. I mean look it up in the. There's literally a machine that'll show me exactly what that is. That's not cheating, right? If I just ask the aliens what the number is, that's fine. That's legit. No. But yeah, I did just realize I do need to hop out here. I need to hop out here and get to work. That's what I need to do. Boom. We put in work. I don't think I can actually go this way, can I? No, I can't at all. I cannot in any way, shape, or form go that way. I actually need to go back this way. Which is unfortunate, but that's how she goes. Oh. But I will say, I think we're making pretty good time on this. Heartbreaking, but not a setback. Or not that big of a setback. Very much like you said, it'll probably only take, probably at best, like, probably at best an hour. Although, to be honest with you, I'm actually not sure how long I've been at this, so. Could very well have already been an hour, to be honest with you. Still can't go through there. Okay. And I need to... that was premature. That was oh wait, no, that wasn't premature, but how do what's the path? How do you get up there again? Oh, come on, Aaron. You already know this. Oh, right, through the mine shaft. Dedoy. Junkyard mine shaft. Yeah, okay. Sorry, that took a second. But I did need to close that. For the record, that was not unworthwhile. I'm not checking I mean, I don't care if unworthwhile is not a word. I'm trying to see if that actually wasn't worthwhile. Because I do need to drive the minecart back anyway. If I just gone through here... Yeah, I didn't. That was not worthwhile, actually. Oh well. Who cares? It's a slight time loss. And we're not even counting the time, so... BFD, brother. BF fucking D. Hey, buddy. And he just floats away. That was funny as fuck. I'm sorry. That was actually hilarious. Q, I hope you saw that. That was for you, brother. That was for you, fam. I hope you saw that, and I hope you were as tickled as I was. Alright. Bada bing. No, we're doing the full loop-de-loop. Wait, why can you switch that track? Why are you able to switch that? Well, now you stop letting me get out the fucking cart. Come on, bro. What? Oh, excuse me. Holy smokes. What does this do, actually? Why? What is the... Oh. Oh, 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 oh. I want to try this, though. Nah, no bueno. Fair enough. Well, then what else around here is... At least I know now. There's something that they want me to blow up with this. Maybe I just haven't found it yet? But that's good to know. That's really good to know. Holy shit. I mean, that's just sitting right there, bro. There's no way I... Can I? No, I don't think so. Alright, yeah, you have to be on the actual other side for that. Real quick, before I do that, let me see if there's... Is there any point in doing this real quick? No. There's not. Oh, wait. Sorry, Farley. Sorry, not sorry. Hmm. Boink, boink. Alright. What was I... Fuck, you know, I'm just gonna leave this here. I don't think I need this for anything else right now. This is, I think, because I left it there last time. And I think I've already done more with it now, at this point, than I did last time, so... I'm just gonna roll with what I got, and we'll move from there. How did I get... Gotta remember the procedure on this, though. It goes here, there, here, there, here, everywhere. Is that right? So we go here. Word, it's not here. It was the other spot. Darn it. Dang nabbit. At least the map layout is intuitively constructed enough for it to be pretty quick to get to where I do need to be going. Now that I think about it, I forget. Where was the edge of it that I need to go for... So if I go this way, I get to where again? Is this a new area? No, don't tell me. No, it's just that. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't where I want to... No, actually, this was where I did kind of want to go. Is this actually... No, this isn't where I wanted to go. Son of a bitch. How could you... Well, actually, no. I did want to go here. This is important. I did want to go here. Because I did forget to do this earlier. But it's okay, because I know... But that's also equally important. So we'll just do that. Oh, that... to be honest with you, I think that is pretty much what I need to do anyway. So I think this is the right call. Fuck you, Aaron. I know what I'm doing. I always know what I'm doing. Even if I don't even know it. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm the king of the room. Bada bing, bada boom. When I walk in, I'm the king of the room. Yeah, might as well do this real quick. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. When I walk in, I'm the king of the room. Why is that 406? Partially, probably because I entered it wrong. Hmm. Well, if it's an invalid number anyway, I'm assuming that it's still gonna be for it. It's a 3-digit number. We're gonna run it. We're gonna try it. If not, there might need be more explanation than that. Although hopefully not. That would kind of suck, to be real. Hopefully not. But we shall see. We shall indubitably see. It is a 3-digit number. It's circled on the spot. So, like, that should be it, no? Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Let me know, chat. Let me know. How did I get over there? I'm gonna have to remember the exact spot that I went. Because that was some weird shit. I remember, that was some weird oh, I remember. Okay, I remember exactly where it was. I remember exactly where it was. This one's 406 in theory. Beautiful. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we are gaming. We are gaming right now. Holy shit. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, we are truly gaming. Oh my god, this changes this legitimately changes everything. Holy shit. Hold on. No, we're not doing that right now. We'll come back to that, but this is one where, do the photos take it? Okay, they do. I don't need to have this one. Okay, yeah, delete that. All right. There's a lot of stuff going on here, so there's a decent chance that that's got to be something. Or not. I mean, it doesn't have to be something, but... I wish my body could relax. It'd be very nice. Special Council Session 2. Discussed final approval of Farley's plan with regard to the imminent attack. The full council vote was unanimous, and I gave my final approval. Preparations update. Farley says that the tunneling is almost complete. Tham informs us that the Valanes just completed their construction and have started testing. 1 year later. Special Council Session 12. No one attended. I will inquire as to the reason for their absence. That is concerning as fuck. A year later. It appears that the council members feel like we're having too many meetings. Since the plan has been approved, perhaps we can reduce our meetings to every 2 days for now. While I was asking Cecil about his absence, I also inquired about securing the tower area. A year later. No, I shouldn't say a year. I don't actually know what astral hour... Oh, is this a day? This is a day. This is a day. One day. So special council session number 11. One day. 1 week later. 1 week later. No, 1 day later. No one attended. Another day later. Everybody thinks it's happening too often. Okay, heard. Another day later. So AH is days? I guess yeah, okay, that makes sense. Makes more sense than years, I will say, from what I've seen so far. 1 year later is the next council. They're saying it's happening too often. You're telling me the yearly the yearly meeting is too often? Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. Cecil was concerned about any survivors not having access. So it was decided that we would conceal the code in Farley's house and give the residents... Oh, okay, yeah. A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. These are 5-digit numbers. The code for that is 6, I believe. Alright, by the way, I need to... Where's my notebook? Honey? Where's my notebook? What do you need to know? Because the world's in danger. Or the world's in danger. My evening's in danger. It's for the greater good. I am the greatest good you ever gonna get. Sorry. 3-digit thermostat is 406. Don't know what the phone book is. The house code is 6314, I believe. If not, it might be. I'm just gonna maybe swap those. I forget what it is. No, 4-1. What am I thinking? 6341, I believe, and maybe those are two swapped. I don't know. I forget. Oh, I'm assuming Q, you're not in chat anymore. Otherwise, you probably would have said something by now. I know that maybe technically you're still in chat, but I haven't heard anything, so. Oh. I've decided to bring some of the more important mayor's logs with me for chambering. Specifically the initial Hunrath log. And then the logs document our history and in conflict with the Mofang. I would think we would have an extra chamber available for historic documents. Was there a 13 session? Oh, that was the Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. He was concerned about not having access. Okay. Gotcha. So that's the lower access. Heard. I don't know why you would leave a note in the place where... Unless it's easier to get to the upper access than I think it is, but... Maybe that is. A 6-digit code. A 6-digit code. A 6-digit code that's hidden at Farley's house? No. We're talking about upper. A 6-digit code that's more easily accessible than Farley's house. For Farley's house, you need to go to the house and get the address. So you need to have been there. You need to have power on. You need to read the note. And that's it, because then you can run to the house. So before power, it's got to be accessible before power. Which means that it should be accessible for waterfall, right? A 6-digit code. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait just a goddamn minute. I just remembered something. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I think I found the spot. I can't believe I'm auditing my own gameplay. It's right there! No! Stop! Stop it! Stop the gameplay! I have the photo evidence! It's real! It's real! It's real! I was watching the VOD from last night. I got a number that, and first of all, this is not the only one, but I got a number over 999, and now I have proof. I've got proof, motherfucker. Come here, you. Windows, print screen. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. I made a number over 999 with this number system. I broke the game twice last night, and we didn't even know because you didn't believe me, and I didn't believe me either because But holy shit. When I heard my drunk self... Okay, hold on. I don't think because... AI! You know what? You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a goddamn... Watch this. There are 2 moments that you'll see where I'm like... I know what I'm drunk as fuck. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm telling you what I've already experienced, and this is before you tell me that the 999 is the max. Listen to what I say. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Wait, sorry, hold on. I realized there needs to be no, here. Okay. So is this muted? Okay, good. That is muted. Beautiful. It's doubly muted. But okay, so now I'm gonna drag this out. I'm putting this on the main screen. First of all, this is a Twitch pod. This ain't no AI. First of all. Second of all, listen to what I have to say about this. Yeah, desktop audio works. Here, listen to what I have to say. I think it's... Oh, jeez, I don't want to... Okay, it's 318. Let's skip to, like, here. Oh, wait. No, stop. Stop it. Okay. Boom. Right there. First point. Before you told me that 999 was the max, I had already experienced and was already planning for the possibility of creating numbers over 999. But wait, there's more. Boom. You can get some weird numbers with this shit. Breaks the game, low key. Low Kirkwoodley. Don't mind me, I'm just low Kirkwoodley breaking the game. No big deal. No big deal, baby. For the record, you missed that. I've been staring at the 1002. Literally. That's literally twice in one night. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I have to show you something else that I thought was absolutely hilarious. Because I also... Nah, I don't need to rub it in. I think I got an even higher number than 1002. I think I got to like 1000 and... It was either 1008 or 1080 something. I can't remember. Which actually, if it was... What's the game called? 1064? If it's 1080 something... Game 2048. If it was 1048, I would shit myself. Or no, it would have to be 1024. I don't know, but that would actually kind of make sense. That would if it was 1048. I mean 1024. That would actually kind of make sense. But okay, hold on. We don't need this anymore because you've seen the proof now, and now it's in two VODs. It's in the first VOD, and now I've just done a reaction analysis of my own VOD. Fuck, no. Open this. I wasn't done reading this. How many more pages? Okay, good. Hold on. Let me finish reading this. Because, by the way, I wish you'd tuned in just a little bit earlier, because I was speed running all the way through just to get back to the main progress, right? You should have seen the moment. Because you remember how last night I entered the house and I was looking at the map and I was talking about the angles and the lines and stuff. And you made the comment of, man, I really like maps. And I was like, I kind of took that as a hint, but I was like, yeah, I'm looking at it. I don't know what you mean. I walk in. I'm just taking photos of the room. I took photos of the whole thing. It's 1023. Wait, base negative 10. Oh my god. Whoa. You're fucking my brain right now. Holy, whoa. I need to... Hold on. This might sound weird. I'm copy and pasting this. This is going in my homework. Because I don't think I've mentioned him too much, but I have a brother. And as smart as you might think I am, if you think I'm smart, my brother is doing graduate study for math. And that is just about all I can tell you. Well, I can tell you a little bit more. Apparently, when you get far enough into math, it turns out that algebra actually has two different schools of thought that differ by like one tiny logical minutia. I don't even know. But that one tiny logical minutia completely creates two almost completely different fields of, yes, exact. He would absolutely. Well, here's what's. I don't think I've mentioned this. I know this is, I think, why he came up the first time. I asked it's actually really funny. When my mom came to visit as a surprise the other day, I told her I was like, do you know the game Myst? And she was like, yeah, I've played Myst. And I was tickled because, A, my mom is not a gamer, so that was not what I was expecting. But then I was like, did you beat it? And she was like, nah. And she rolled her eyes. She was like, as if you'd think I would beat it. And I was like, bro, I beat it in 2 days. What do you mean? What do you mean, brother? Although, to be fair, she definitely played the original, and the original is definitely a lot harder. I still probably would have been fine, but it probably would have been closer to 3 or 4 days with the original, to be real. Because I haven't played it, I haven't seen it, but just based on how the remaster felt, I can tell it would have taken longer. But anyway, so she's actually, but anyway, my core memory for Myst, and part of why I even installed it and played it in the first place, was because I have a core memory of my brother. I don't even have the memory really of him playing Myst, but I have the memory strongly of him complaining about it. That changes a lot. Oh my gosh, that changes a lot. I could see why that would be really. But all I can say is, this quote. I don't know why. Maybe because of how much I love these games now. It like just stuck with me. As I don't know exactly how to explain it, but there's just been this quote that I've carried with me since probably, oh my gosh, 8 or 10 maybe. My brother, here is all I knew about Myst, and this is what I've been rolling with since I played it for myself. It's basically a game where you run around all over the place, pushing buttons, and then trying to figure out what the fuck that button even did. And to be fair, that's not like the most inaccurate explanation, but it does underplay a lot of the logic behind how these games, but still, I was but no, he would absolutely love. I haven't done it yet just because I suck at communicating with people that I'm close to, but sadly, but I've been meaning to text him and just be like, "Hey yo, do you remember Myst? Yeah, I played that. You should play it again, bro, because right, exactly. Trial and error is really what it is." But I've been meaning to text him and just be like, "Dude, do you remember Myst? My core memory was you shitting on Myst, and I just played through that shit. I think you should go back, bro. I think we were too young. I think we were too young and we just didn't get it. But like, you should, at the very least, the remaster. Run the remaster, and knowing you, run Riven, run Abduction. You'll have some fun." But anyway, yes. But what I'll say is, it took so long. I was like, wait a minute. Yes. Okay, hold on. I need to break this up a little bit. Okay, comma. Yeah, beautiful. And we need to zoom this back into 100%. Whatever. Close enough. Whatever. That's fine. Standard 5. You know what? We'll do it this way. That makes more sense to me. Okay. But that is for the brothership. Because I've got the mothership, I've got the fathership, we got the brothership. For the brothership, the highest number that can be... You know what I'm going to do? Just to kind of fuck with him a little bit, I might just send him this, just as a random out of the blue text, because the last time I texted him was before I even got my new phone, which was like 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know. It's bad. Admittedly, it's really bad. Not for any, like, just, we don't text that much. But anyway, I think I might just out of the blue just text him. The highest number that can be represented on the standard 5-digit Villain control panels in Abduction is... No, not in Abduction. I'm just going to say, the highest number that can be represented on the standard 5-digit Villain control panels is 1023 in base 10, which corresponds to 33333 in the Villain base 4 system. And then after that, I'm going to text him, "You should play Myst." I think that would be hilarious. Maybe I've got a really sick sense of humor, but I think that'd be really funny. Send him a really random quote about some math shit that I feel like I know is going to hook him, absolutely. And then lead him to a completely different game. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Because that's kind of how Myst works, right? Get him in the mood for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for that. It doesn't change. at all. I back in the oh my gosh, I'm super far. The only thing I haven't done yet, like I was kind of about to do this anyway, just because I'm kind of there at this point, but the only thing I haven't really done yet is I haven't gone back to the. I'm pretty much back where I was, honestly. I think your estimation of an hour, like I mentioned it. Yeah, I'm in the mayor's office. Yeah, that's what I mean. When I went back to Farley's house, because I went to Farley's house last time before learning the number system, I completely forgot to say this. I looked at the map that you were telling me about, the because the whole I like maps comment, right? I looked at the map and then immediately I looked to the right and I was like, "Oh my god, now I know what that is." And then because I wasn't so focused on the books and stuff, I noticed the projector. So I hit the projector. I don't think you need to adjust it at all even, but like I hit the projector, saw the thing, and I was like, "Oh, my fucking god, that's literally the code for the yep, exact bingo." And so that's why when I mentioned earlier your whole comment about I love maps. Again, I need to upload these VODs, but there's this moment where I just kind of crack up a little bit. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I love maps." I wonder why. I wonder why you said that. I love maps. um, I will say, the one thing that kind of got me was you can change the projector slide to the dots. And my gut intuition, first of all, was I was like, yeah, subtle hint, subtle hint. I mean, to be fair, it actually kind of, low key kind of was a subtle hint, because without the projector, I would have no idea, but yeah, but no, I mean, now that I know, I'm like, yeah, subtle hint, for sure, yeah, subtle hint. But the one thing that gets me a little bit is, there's the second projector slide, and it shows the dots, and I think the layman interpretation would be that's a hint towards the fact that that 15 symbol is a code. But then I was like, but fucking, you could. Why can you rotate that? Why can you rotate the projector? That doesn't make any sense. So, you know what I didn't do? It could be a two-step process, because the first thing I did was I looked around the room with the original, like the circle with the circle, the overlay. Didn't really see anything that stood out. And then I tried doing that same thing with the dots, and I was like, maybe the bookshelf? Maybe the bookshelf makes sense? But now that I'm realizing it, maybe if I use the overlay, it might indicate a certain spot, like on the wall, that I should then put the other spot on. That would make sense. So you know what? At some point, if I remember to do that, you might need to remind me. But if I remember to do that, I'll go back and experiment with that a little bit more, because I just realized. Oh my god, now I'm seeing this number system everywhere. This is terrifying. I was like, oh my gosh, wait. But if you connect these, what number is that? Oh my gosh. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, bro. Fuck it, bro. Also, this was revolutionary. Okay, you know what? In that case, can I take this down? I can't. They said something about the lower level being locked with the code by Farley's house, but part of me is like, is this not the lower level? And if this isn't the lower level, no jumping. No, I know, right? That fucking fucks me up. Yes, no jumping. No jumping whatsoever. Please. Last night I tried jumping more than enough, I think, to get that message in the noggin, but how do you get to How do you get to that lower level? Cuz like if you're telling me if the note says that See, the note said that they were going to leave a code for the lower level in Farley's house. I can't help but think that that means but here's why I was confused. I was like, why would you reference the code that I needed to even view this book in the first place Like, it's like if I needed the code to get in to see that hint towards the code that I needed to get in, that's a weird paradox. That is correct. The elevator is not working. And I actually was noticing this is complicated enough for me to think that there might be just a mechanical puzzle here. But I looked a little bit earlier and I couldn't find anything, so I don't think it's that. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should assess. Yeah, exactly. It is a paradox. So I don't, and generally I tend to figure that these guys avoid that level of paradoxicality. So I don't know. Okay. Is that what this power line is going to? Or am I tripping? Why does it feel like these power lines are just coming out of the wall? Or is that what that's going to? Are those connected or is that separate? It looks separate. I know that this is connected to the telephone pole on that side. Or not the telephone pole, but you know what I mean, the telephone system. How do I want to do this? You know what, let me go, actually, no, let me go, okay. Let's put it this way. I've gotten a lot of really interesting information from this. Also, I haven't looked at this yet. Oh, this actually, okay, word, hold on. So you've got a compass that works, but presumably the magnetic field is all fucked. And then you've got a compass that somehow doesn't work. And why is it nose? I do. I do. And I know what you're saying by saying that, but at the very least, I'm taking a picture of the compass that says nose because I think that's hilarious. But I mean, to be fair, I already kind of assumed that if we're on a fucking alien spaceship in like, or not even spaceship, but like an alien realm in the middle of space or whatever, or maybe in another dimension or something, I'm kind of already assuming the compasses are not going to work. And so whatever that they're going to say is just kind of bullshit, but word, I appreciate that. Thank you for, yeah. That's actually really funny. That, yeah, that was, yeah, but that's a good point. That's a good point. It could be a hint of the fact that maybe that actually does have something to do with the Russian machine. Nose. I did take a picture of it, didn't I? No, I didn't mean to. Oh, ding dong. Dingus dongus bingus bongus. I mean, my assumption is that you just meant that it's kind of meaningless and pointless, but still took a picture of it, and I still know what the concept is, and I still have my suspicion that it's possible that, just like what I did with the dome, because yeah, I can't do anything here, from what I understand. There's nothing to do here. That door's closed. Anyway. Okay, so my second assumption was that it doesn't have to do with the, well, what I was thinking was it's possible that just like the dome, there might be some way to re-enable the magnetic field, and then that might actually give some information. Or it could totally be that that is one part of, I mean, I'm assuming that the Russian thing is just a red herring, so I wouldn't think that it would have any direct correlation. But remember the Russian machine. No, 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 no. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. What I realized was because the reason why I didn't think that's what you meant when you first said that was because I already looked at the back of one of them. Not both. Not both. See, I already did this. I already did that. That's not helpful. But this might be. Aha. It's not actually that helpful currently, but it's good, definitely good to know. Oh, okay. Is there anything else to do here? Can I pick this up? I can. For blank. May all your doors stay open. That's funny as fuck. That's funny as fuck. But yes, no, thank you. That is a very solid hint. That was a very good hint. I appreciate it. It took me a solid second. Took me, admittedly, definitely took me longer than I'd like to admit to get there, but we made it. Oh, wait. Heard. Wait. Why am I running back there? Ding dong. It clicked right when you said that, chat. It clicked right when you. Oh my god! Under the direction. Jesus, I love these games, man. Oh my gosh. Under the direction. Yeah, see, it would be a paradox if it wasn't for the fact that there are multiple meanings for every word. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. This shit is so good, man. Thank you for again for the recommendation. I know I don't need to keep saying it, but thank you. Like this is this is so much fucking fun. What I will say is it did take me I was like, wait, how did I get to the other? Because what I'll say is right now, I don't even know if I know how to get to that underground area at all. So I'm kind of keen on just. Wait a minute, I just realized. What about if I go this way? Oh no, no, it's the same shit. Okay, that's right, because you got to go further. Ask CW. Yeah, I will later. Don't worry, I will. But I'm not gonna. It's gonna be a minute. I have not asked CW anything at all this whole playthrough. In fact, for the beginning of this run, I did like a little bit of a role play where I was like, so here's kind of how my first run went. For anybody who's curious. But then I was basically the paths of my previous run and this run diverge at the point where I'm like, and so here's where I found CW, and I immediately knocked on his door. Fuck that guy. I'm just doing this all on my own. I don't need any of that shit. Fuck no. Let's run it. Skirt. Let's do it. Skirt. Teleport me, bitch. Alright. I'll be right back. Let me... That's true. Well, actually, this time around, I haven't even been to the sub yet. I don't think. I do think I saved the door for way later because I realized there were some other. Well, I had a realization earlier too, by the way, about the junkyard track with the roundabout. I was like, I had a moment where I was like, wait. why are you able to change the track position for the roundabout? That doesn't make any sense. And then I realized, wait, if you change the track position before you enter the roundabout, that entirely changes the angle at which your gun can point. So I think that's a thing, but I don't know where they want me to shoot it yet. So we're gonna have to figure that out. And it could entirely also be a thing where the thing that they want me to shoot might not even exist yet, considering that this is more story based and other stuff. But yeah, so that is a thing. Um, but no, yeah. So I did. Now that I think about it, I do think I did still open up the sub already, but I don't think I went in it because I already knew what was in there. Aside from the fact that I forgot that I didn't actually see the CW journal. But yeah, I'll see it eventually. And also, yes, I know I will. But I'm glad at the very least. I'm glad that I now know that that's a thing because I know that I'm gonna be waiting for it. This is how I do this shit. I pregame. I pregame the games, man. I game so hard that I'll pre-solve puzzles before I even get to the point where I need to know what that is. And also, like, in part thanks to help from people like you who are like not I mean actually you're the only person who's really helped me with these games in terms of giving me hints and stuff if I need it, but like not super serious hints. But right, exactly, I'm prepared. But like that's what I was thinking with the number system where I was like you kind of help walk me through the number system. I mean both times with Riven and this one, but like I ended up learning the number system not actually technically before I needed to know it, like, but I learned the number system and then only later was like, oh. And it was actually funny too, because in that clip that I showed you earlier, I was like, I haven't seen any places where this symbol works yet. And actually, to be fair, that was before I got to the house. But then I looked straight at the thing in Farley's house and I'm like, looks like a 15 to me. Anyway, I gotta run to the restroom, but I just told you to read them now. Well, right, exactly. No, exactly. No, I know. Don't worry. Don't worry. I don't take any of this as spoilers. It's kind of like, if you say something, go as light as you can, for sure. But so far, I don't think, in my opinion, first of all, I trust your judgment in terms of what's considered cheating. First of all. Second of all, nothing that you've said so far at all, anywhere, has ever felt like past the boundary of what feels fair. Like, again, like when you gave the hint about the Russian machine, my gut reaction was, oh, okay, so it's just a red herring. Now, okay, to be fair, maybe it was a little bit far to say guess again, because then I was thinking, as soon as you said guess again, I was like, oh, that's right. I only looked at the upside down of right. No, exactly. Anyway, okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I really gotta rock a piss real quick, but I'll be right back. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. All right. Sorry, I was a little. It was either a Little Wayne or a Little John reference. I don't. This might accidentally sound like ambiguously racist, but I have a really hard time, not because of who they are, but just because of how their names are used. I have a really hard time differentiating between Big John and Lil John, Lil Wayne. Oh fuck. Whoops. Boy, why? What? You're right. I unlocked it, but what does that unlocking even do? Oh my fucking god, no way. What does this do? Why is this relevant? I can already walk over here, can't I? Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Fuck. I. Huh? Is there not a save game button? How do I, what? Resume, new, load. Why is new? Oh no, did I like break the install of this game? Holy shit. I can't even save it? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. First of all, I just realized I'm not even on the right stream setting, but this actually works out because this feels like a valuable opportunity. Okay, hold on. Okay. Well, that's where I'm like, knowing Riven and Mist both, there's no way that they, at this point, it is clear that saving is a crucial enough option that even if it's not available by default, it's worth pulling up. Jeez, no, wait, hold on. Local app, okay, hold on. Copy text. Can I not, brother? Copy. Copy. Just copy. Okay, beautiful. Hold on one sec. Search. Run. Command V. Local app data. Aaron app data local. Okay. Abduction. There it is. Saved. Save games. Slot 1. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to copy. I appreciate that. I don't know. I've never taken a... Part of me is like, paste. I don't know what oh, jeez, I hope I didn't fuck that up. Wait. Save game. Replacing. Hold on, fuck, what did I just do? Because I didn't think that I actually... Oh, slot 1, it's right there. Beautiful. Okay. I appreciate that. I honestly have no idea. And part of what I'm tickled by is one of my really good friends, I think, has taken IQ tests. And I think apparently he is a genius, like by IQ standards. And one of the first time we properly hung out after we met, that was one of the first questions that he asked me was, "What's your IQ?" And I was like, "I actually don't know." And part of the thing is, I don't know if I want to know what the system says that I am. I'd rather just be me, if that makes sense. I feel like the moment I put a number on it, it's either going to turn into some level of ego, which I don't need, or it's going to turn into some level of disappointment because of some ego that I didn't know that I had. Regardless, I don't know if I want to know, but what I will say is, anytime I hear the question, I am absolutely honored by it even being suggested that I should take an IQ test. Because what I'll say is, one thing I've always had since I was a little kid was a very deep appreciation and almost kind of humor about being studied. And usually that only came across when I was in the doctor's office or something like that, or like the dentist, where I was like, I don't know, some people are scared of the doctor apparently, or the dentist, and I'm like, no, like, it's kind of like, it's different than talking to someone and getting to know them that way, but in a weird way, it's sort of like some system outside of you that in some way cares about that getting to know you in its own particular way. And that always kind of tickled me, because I was like, yeah, I'd love for you to get to know me. Because to be honest with you, you've got all these systems set up that in a way, are supposed to help you and me both know me better than I do from my own perspective. But anyway. Hey, I appreciate that. I hope so. You never know, though. You never know. You never know. It could all just be dumb luck. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But what I will say is, when it comes, remind me, if some bad shit happens, and I know for the, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you that it's a little bit late because we're already here, and I don't want to go all the way back to the minecart and then take the minecart all the way back to the spot to show you what I mean. But it's in the VOD. I was absolutely tickled by this because this low-key does just feel like the rare Cyan gameplay oversight. There are numerous points in the map where you cannot open the door to the minecart. To the point where I actually noticed it because it was frustrating. I was like, okay, I broke the game last night by getting out of the minecart in the wrong spot. Let me tell you, this minecart is in a safe spot right now. Why can I not exit the minecart? And I actually had a freak out moment too, where I was like, oh my gosh. It's just like what the whole save game thing was just now. I was like, did I just break the game in a permanent way where like now I can't get out of the minecart? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. But the point is, there is a mechanic that exists that prevents you from exiting the minecart when you're not supposed to. But it just so happens that apparently that mechanic was not implemented. I don't want to say it was not implemented properly, but I also don't want to say it was not implemented at all. But the point is, that mechanic was not there in like the one spot where it really seemed to matter last night. I don't know. But no. Okay, that's also, I had no idea. I would not have been able to guess up until last night at least. Because now I'm like, okay. I'm seeing it a little bit for sure. for sure. I'm seeing a little bit. But again, to what I was saying last night about they don't make games like they used to Cyan's credit, if this game was rushed, they still did a damn good job. Holy shit. Holy smokes. If this was what they call a rush job, oh my gosh. Oh, they got some brains back there. That's all I can say. Holy shit. But no, yeah. Fuck, what was I? Oh yeah, so mechanic not being okay. That was all tangential to what I was originally going to say. I know now what to avoid with that kind of situation. That makes a lot of sense because there was an optional patch file that I didn't get. So here's what I'll say. Here's what I will say. First of all, fuck me. Part of the reason I didn't get the patch was because I wasn't exactly sure where to install the patch file directly into the files. And so I was like, you know what? Let's run it. It's fine. Whatever. It's okay. So actually, I guess food for thought. In case there are any other like seriously known bugs that were patched by that, that might be good to know. If that's not considered cheating. I hope that's not considered cheating, but I'm not going to look it up because that sounds dangerous for spoiler reasons. But if there are any other obvious things that you know of or that you come to know of, definitely let me know. But more importantly, what I was going to say was, if something like that happens again, there will be a solid few minutes of me freaking out like there was last night where I was trying to figure out how to fix it before pressing escape. If I seen a scale. Off rip, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, I have not seen a scale. That word in my brain is ambiguous enough because it could mean like a snake or like a dragon scale. It could mean like the justice weighing scales. Is there any other kind of scale I could... Well, I guess it could literally mean like the scale of an object, but that's probably... Oh, the kind of... Yeah, okay. No, I haven't found one of those yet. No. But okay, but say less. As soon as I do find a scale, I'm going to pause, and if you're not here, if there's something else I can do, I'm just going to do that. Because, okay, heard. The scale might be kind of buggy too. Word. This is why I asked. This is why I asked. I don't necessarily need to know exactly, but what I was gonna say was, if something like this happens, I'll probably spend a couple minutes freaking out and trying to fix it before I hit escape. If you can remember, remind me just to Alt F4, and then I should be okay. Cause I mean, I just backed up the save, obviously, but more importantly, by pressing escape, I autosave. If I Alt F4 without pressing escape, I should be able to return to the autosave. Exactly. All I gotta do is Alt F4 it. But I wanted to say I might forget that, so just food for thought. There's a decent chance I might forget that I should. It's basically the key part is yes, Alt F4, but Alt F4 before I press escape. That's the key. Because if I press escape, there's no, like, that's it. That's game over. That is just purely cooked. So, okay. And I am still going to follow the same route that I did last time, just because I liked that route. Hey, buddy. Oh my gosh! You also missed a really funny visual bug, where when I got to the junkyard area, the bug spawned, and I got to its first like landing location before the animation was done. So then the second time that it flew away, its wing like particle effect didn't spawn. So basically it without wings just like floated up and then just floated away. It was the funniest thing I've seen in a while. I swear. I was like, "Oh, yep, there he goes." Just yeah, right? Just a homeboy just there he goes, just floating away. All right, word. I thought that was funny as hell. Yeah, let me do this. There we go. Holy smokes! Not me getting disoriented for no reason. What I will say is, I do much prefer beer, but I noticed that with the amount of beer that I was drinking, the calories, I think, were starting to get to me a little bit. There's nothing on this side I need to do right now, right? Okay, word. Yeah, okay, word. Because what I will say is, earlier when no one was in stream, I was bragging about how fast I did the generator part last time. Usually they're IPAs. In general, when I go get drinks, I'm just going to 7-Eleven because it's cheap. But there's a brand, it's Elysian. They've got a couple. One of them is like a kind of a more citrusy IPA. Part of the reason I like IPAs. Okay, it's like a twofold process. The first part is the first part of the reason I like IPAs is because I used to work at a pizza joint, and so I just got to yes sir, that is beer right there. So when I was working at this pizza place, and I mean even to this day, because I'm really good friends with the folks who, I mean, I basically work there even though I don't. So anytime I'm in Portland, I just get free beer and free pizza or whatever I want. You know, it's fun. But anyway, so during like the closing part of the shift, I got used to drinking IPAs. But then the other thing is, in terms of bang for your buck, like, it's hard to beat the high percent stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Like, also it took me so long to figure out how to do this. I was like, okay, I can latch one. Is there any way to change where I'm looking? Yes, you just rotate the thing, brother. It's that simple. Okay. And yeah, I don't need to go back over there right now. I missed one? Wait, am I tripping? Or like pro gamer moment. Don't worry, don't worry. I got you. I got you. I got you. But I appreciate hella for real. I'm oh. Huh. Oh, I might have. I might have. It might have been I think I might have missed it once, which it might have been why I did it twice. I think there was one of those actually, yeah, that I missed the first go round. Um but no, all I can say is yeah, in general, I am very big on two heads are better than one. And again, I massively trust your judgment when it comes to like what you would consider cheating in this game. And so in that sense, it's like I trust you to know what feels on or off limits in terms of hints. Oh, I heard that. Oh wait, and I can go down here. Okay, holy shit, I can go down there. That okay? Hold on, hold on. Let me do this first. Let me do this first, just because. Oh my god, fuck! There's so much stuff I want to do. Okay, hold on. I'm pausing it. I'm saving it. I'm auto saving it. No, 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 no. Let's do the minecart. Let's do the minecart. Let's heal that trauma real quick. Let's get this puzzle going. No, 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 no. I know. I'm not. Trust me. All I can say is I am far from worried about you spoiling it. Believe. That's not what I was saying though. More so is even if you don't even say anything, it's really nice to be able to have, or even if what you say is like that doesn't make sense to me, or that makes sense to me, or like whatever it may be, even some kind of reassurance or like, because half the time I'll throw something out and it'll be like, does this make sense or not? Because if it doesn't make sense, unless I really feel like it does make sense and you might just not get it, or the other way around, I it makes, my whole thing is like, that's why the two heads for me are important. It's because like, no, I don't want you to spoil it. And I know that you also don't want to spoil it for me, which I massively appreciate, by the way. I know that I knew from day one that you had a great amount of respect for what these experiences really are, and so I'm not even close to worried about that. Um, what I will say though is it does help a lot to have just someone to. This might sound weird, but it's sort of like the equivalent of like. Oh, I bet. I know. As someone who's already like you said, you've seen this what like 40 times. I, yeah. Oh, you should have seen me and this guy from Romania talking the other night. Oh my gosh, we went through. We went through like multiple different shapes of Earth theory. Like, oh my gosh, I fucking love. I just have fun with that shit. It's like, oh my gosh. I just like thinking about shit. Even if it doesn't mean anything, a theory is still fun because at the very least it's entertaining. Also, I realize this is not the right way to do that. Does it even matter, honestly? I don't think this. Also, I don't no, none of this matters. Honestly, that's probably the right way to set that anyway, cuz no, none of that matters. Okay, whatever. Man, I shouldn't say none of that matters. It always. Okay. I almost just got out of the cart again. Can you believe that? I almost did the same thing twice. Oh my god. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Oh. And by the way, when I bring up the multi-shape Earth theory, it's all just for fun. It's all just one of the things that he even mentioned while we were talking was like, he was like, I really appreciate you for for being willing to talk about this stuff. Because, like, even if it's just as a hypothetical, a lot of people get weird about talking about this shit. And I'm like, I've been there. Like, word. Hold on. I was. Wait. Oh! Oops. Sorry, that took me a second. I knew that. Oh, wait. I didn't screw myself. I haven't teleported yet. Brilliant. Brilliant. I thought that I already hit the button. Let's go, baby. I caught my fuck up just in time to not fuck up. Ah, okay. Alright. Hold on. Brother, for real? Oh, don't tell me. I was even joking about that being a thing. And they're good enough that, of course, they're going to add just the right angle. So, oh! Haha! Nailed it anyway. Got him. Got him. Efficiency. Efficiency. But no, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah. I kind of hope that that's what the vibe was. And I shouldn't say I kind of hoped. I kind of figured that's what the vibe was. Cause like, I mean, gosh, just like what you said, you can only, it's kind of the whole vibe of, well, I mean, one of my favorite quotes, and I'll modify it a little bit just because the original one was from old philosophers who were vaguely sexist in this regard, but the whole idea of no man can pass through the same river twice. I love it. Because it's so real. And so this is kind of like you getting to pass through that same river twice. Not quite the same way, but what I'll say is you've gotten to experience the same river closer than most have for a second time many times. And that I think is part of what yes. So no, I adore that. Like that's how you know that something is good, is when you want to be able to, as close as you can, experience it again for the first time. That's something special, I will say. Okay, hold on. Now let me think. I really should just go back there right now, I think. See? This makes I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. And I can't, look, the mechanic exists. The mechanic exists. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. But just wait till I'm in the middle of a cave where I can't do fucking anything. I'm gonna get teleported through a wall, and then you're gonna let me. Just wait. Okay. So I probably should teleport back there with this for now. I probably should teleport back there with this for now, I think, right? Let me remember what this map was. Okay, spawn here, up through here to there. This is where we're at. You know what? Just for the... I'm just going to do... Alright. I'm just going to go back this way. Partially because... Yeah, well, no. I mean, the real question for me was, do I teleport back through this way, or do I teleport back through the other way? Because there's a decent chance that... But if I do it this way, it returns this to being unblocked, which is important, I imagine. Like, right? Because otherwise the rocks... Oh, right. Are the rocks there still? No, actually, yeah. Honestly, I have a feeling it's probably more worthwhile to just go back to the other... Just go back to the other seed, to be real with you. Because, like... First of all, I unlocked easy access to that seed, so I might as well. And the other thing is, by doing it this way, the minecart is now in a different or at least has the capability of being in a different orientation, which at least currently doesn't feel like it's gonna do much, but you never know. There's currently no way in my mind, I don't think, off the top of the dome, I don't think there's any way for me to get it facing. No, I can get it facing either direction. But whatever. I'd rather, honestly, especially if I can't walk through that other area, which I don't think I'm supposed to anyway, I would rather just keep this open, to be real. I would rather just keep it right there. Which means to get back to there, I'm going this way. And what's the most efficient route for that? It's going to be the mine shaft, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Mine shaft, up the ramp, hit the seed, we're good. But yeah, no, we're go up. That wasn't, for the record, that wasn't even a question. We're absolutely finishing that world. Especially since you say it that way, might as well. Assuming there's nothing else I need, might as well get as far as I need to. Well, it took me a while, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There's definitely some stuff that still trips. You should have seen me earlier. Oh my gosh, I was. What was the bit? It was. Ah, that's right. I was trying to figure out how to get over here, and I was like, wait, if I go over there, I get here. If I go anyway, but yeah, no, there's definitely. It's not a learning curve. It's like a remembering curve. But when I remember, got that shit locked in for real. I still don't have it like on a fluent level where like I'm actually actively calculating the ways in which these two circular portal systems intersect. But at the very least, I do get the concept of certain spots being gateways to other certain spots. But again, in terms of getting to this particular seed, ambassador seed, like there is a level to it where like there almost is a benefit of being able to calculate like it was kind of just a guess on how to get to that spot. And it probably would have been easier if I'd actually properly been able to like think about. Although then again, I think there's probably a pretty solid, again, aside from that one mine shaft that I was mentioning earlier. Okay, what the fuck actually is the point of being able to do this? Hey, buddy. What the actual... Because I can't walk over there, can I? No, because this shifts and then this just goes into... Not me remembering the last time I tried walking into a wall in this place. Alright. Haha, exactly. Bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo. Yeah, I guess fair enough. We'll just... The laser's gone. I have a feeling that is going to be such an immensely helpful pointer. Yes, the laser is gone. Fuck. Because I will say, I admittedly, with what happened last night, the train of thought of exactly why I was even doing any of that sort of escaped the premise at a certain point. So yes, the laser is gone. Oh my fucking god. The laser is in fact gone. And where are we? Okay, we're here now. Word. That's not where I was hoping to end up. But that actually saves me the trouble also of figuring out where that staircase goes, because now I know. And now I know that that staircase exists there anything over there? Yes, there clearly is. Ah. Yeah, okay, word. Word, 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 word. Wordness to the turdness, baby. And there's gotta be a lower tram system? Or am I crazy for that? Like, why does this just go here? I'm sorry, but... And I know I shouldn't call you Shirley, but surely there's a reason for this. Nah, those are double stacked. This extends. Okay, fine. Fine. But then how? Did I miss a lever up here? No, it's got to be on the other side, because why else would they... I'm just going to check. I'm just going to check. Okay, nothing obvious that looks like a lever. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Part of me is like, there's a decent chance that maybe whenever a tram is gone, that's when the thing extends, potentially. So maybe now that this is here, there might be a new staircase somewhere else. Because to be honest with you, I did not clock whether or not that staircase was extended whenever the tram was... No, but the tram is absent at the other station too, and the staircase is still retracted, so it must be a lever somewhere if they do extend, which, again, presumably it would be almost shocking at this point if they didn't, because, like, you're telling me there's a double layer platform here that... But again, more realistically, I can't also help but think that there's another tram on the second level. No? Like, come on, that'd be crazy. You've got all this space. What the fuck is this divot for if you're not going to put another tram here, baby? Like, what? Why would you build it this way? That doesn't make a goddamn lick. Come on. Can I get up there? Oh, that feels like an angle where I'm supposed to be able to see or do something from a long range. We'll keep this in mind. And this looks like an elevator of some sort. And it sounds like an elevator of some sort. And yet I see no lever to indicate that it is any kind of... Mr. Anderson. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad you picked up on what that voice was inspired, because yeah, I've got a few different, like, what I would call, like, characters almost, if that makes sense. Not in a schizo way, but, like, more in an accent way. And they come out in different scenarios. So, oh my gosh, maybe it is kind of a schizo way, but, like, I don't know. Yeah, but like the kind of the more inquisitive one was definitely very heavily influenced. Not like originally, but like, because I think it started originally as what I imagined Sherlock Holmes to sound like. So sometimes the British part will come. Okay, hold on. I'm going too far. I'm going too far. I need to make sure I know what, because part of the way my brain works is I don't mind committing to a path, but I need to know how many other paths are backups and where they are. So if I get stumped, I can just back out of it and go to a different spot that actually makes more sense. And see, this is what I mean, is like, I'm already, like, the Google Maps is already failing. Okay, so that's a staircase. This is also a staircase. Does this lead me to a different spot? No, it's all the same shit. Okay, that is blocked off. This goes up here. This allows for out here into nothing. Okay. That's a puzzle. Pathway puzzle. Word. Okay, cool. That's where I... Oh, God. Is this where I came from? See, this is where I'm like... This is why I gotta map this shit before... I gotta map it before I actually try to get into it. Because if I don't... Like, what is this? Hello? Excuse me? Okay, I know where that is. That's the station. This is a pathway I haven't seen before. This leads probably through here. If I go down that staircase over there, that might lead me there. This is just another viewpoint. Okay, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, okay, that's just a viewpoint. If I go to the left, that's the staircase. That's blocked. That's there. Okay. I'm actually going to go this way first. As weird as that sounds. It's not because I'm scared of the big skull bones. It's just because... Okay. Looks like a tree. It does look... Oh, you're right. It absolutely does look like a tree. Ah! It absolutely does look like a tree. And in fact, it actually looks like a very familiar tree that I have yet to see elsewhere up close. But one that I've watered, no less. This is highly intriguing, especially considering the fact that from this angle, it almost looks like there's no reason why I actually can't check out that tree right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. Now that I'm thinking about it, indeed. Indeed. Because I noticed this earlier. Obviously, every good tree needs at least one seed. So, like... Now, pray tell. Aha. Aha. So this lifts, then, I would assume, if this even does anything. This could be another red herring, and honestly, it's low enough resolution that I'm assuming it isn't relevant right now, at least. But, you know what? Okay. Let's check out the dinos. Let's do it. Cause I do like me some dinos. I will say. What we got going on? Maybe an ankylosaur? Sorry, I sometimes I pronounce things stupidly. Oh no, that looks like, oh, what's it called? Nope. Yeah. Dunkleosteus. That's the boy. This guy. Saurus. Yeah, exactly. Dunkleosteus. This bad boy. Right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Okay, boom. Boom. Tell me I'm wrong. It's a Dunkley. Dunkleosteus. It's my big boy Dunk. my boy Dunk over here. That is, I will say, this is part of why I'm really stoked with this game is like this feels like a proper like Myst game, but like set in an age where it's not a remake. It's like it's a new game, but it's in the remake era. So it's got that polish that makes the set pieces just without being a remake. The set pieces are just fucking yes. Yes, big yes. Are you kidding? We got Dunk over here, bro. Dunklin, man. Oh, right, that's right. I forgot about this. I was like, wait, there's just a wall. Come on now, all that for nothing. Sometimes, like, I love that. I love it. See, I kind of got that vibe. I didn't know how many, But I definitely, I mean, obviously I got the mist vibe from the seeds, but like, I love that. That's fucking sick. Yeah, right. There is a moment where I was like, that's what it was. Oh my god. Okay, I need to upload these VODs because I think you'd get an absolute kick out of my reaction like when I first started playing this because like, I was basically, the vibe was I was like, oh my god, you're shitting me. It's just like Mist, but I'm not on an island anymore. Like this is a whole thing. This is like, and so yeah, that times five. Oh god, I love it. I'm so here for it. And when I say times five, I mean including the original. Oh, I know exactly. Okay, actually, no, I know exactly where this is going. No, I know. I don't mean to make it sound like I'm like, oh, I can't believe you weren't there. But it's more like, no, no, I think you would absolutely love to watch. So I am gonna. The editing is gonna kind of suck a little bit. I mean, I know that YouTube has an editor, but like, so. Especially with school starting up, we'll have to see how long it takes for me to actually get around to doing that. Um, but I will, because you know, again, especially appreciating what it means to get to experience this through someone else's eyes. I want you to be able to see that. That'd be fucking, I would love to get your thoughts on, okay, again, this is more me mapping stuff, because I don't, oh my gosh. My mapping brain fucking hates this. First of all, I know exactly where this goes. Never mind, my mapping brain doesn't actually hate this. Because I know exactly where this goes. Since I know where this goes, I'm just going to do it and then run back. That's fine. This is worth it. This is absolutely 1,000,000% worth it. But, for the record, the fact that I've now run into two seeds, and I know where they both go, that hurts my mapping brain. Granted, I know where this one goes much more clearly than I know where the other one goes because I know the realm at which they both go, and I have a suspicion about where this one leads to. Because I have not figured out any other way to get to this area until I saw this. And now I'm like, I get it. The other one is to the forest area. And what I know is if I take the other seed, I'm going to be committing to a whole nother planet. I would much rather get this out of the way first. We're revisiting all of this. I'm going to be running right back here. So, oh wait, I can't run right back here. Wait, what am I looking at right now? Can I go through here? Oh, I can. Okay. Never mind. I'm not tripping. I do know exactly where I am. We're good. I don't know where I am. Oh my god, I'm not good. But it's fine because close enough. Still worth. It's not where I thought I was, but now I'm picking up some pieces. So now if I go to the forest planet, that's how I get to the mine shaft that I thought this was going to lead to. I think, or maybe that mine shaft might be fucking super end game. I don't even know. Or it's possible that I still have to go through the portal to get there in the first place, but oh, yeah, right. No, I'm back in the house. I'm back in the house. Although this is clearly a very different part of the house. So yes, no, this feels like a Mist reference. Is this part of the Mistverse? The Mysterium? Is that the official name for it? That looks like part of a map, potentially. Okay, right. The Mysterium is a convention. CF. Farley, maybe? Yeah, that makes sense, Farley. Yeah. But I mean, what would you call... So Mysterium's the convention. What would you call... Is calling it the Mistverse? Or the universe of Denis? The Denis-verse? Oh, it took me a while too, but I'm pretty sure AH... Heard. Okay, heard. I really should. Are they like novels or like what's the I'm curious. Is it like are we talking like Lord of the Rings or are we talking Silmarillion here? Like what's the like are we talking about like the lore or are we talking about okay, they are lore books. Okay, shit. Okay, so it is probably more Silmarillion than oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm kind of game for that actually. That would be kind of sick. Although then again, I've got a lot that I'm gonna be reading this term for philosophy, so I might need to curb that for a while. But I'm super game like that. I love this shit. It's such a cool unit. Like, oh, man. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is kind of odd. If the Villain, oh no, the Villain, not the right. Okay. Because I was gonna say, not what's the name of the Morag? The Morag? For some reason, I'm like, well, that sounds too much like Molag for me to like Molag Bal from Skyrim or from the Elder Scrolls. Um, the Morag though, um, they're the ones who are doing the red lasers. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. This makes I was like, why? Wait. So if the Morag know, and the Mofang, thank you. If the Mofang, I'm terrible with names. If the Mofang, um, if they had a deeper understanding of whatever this strange system is, why the fuck would they be like enabling the dome? That doesn't make sense. So like, yeah, no. Unless it's like the whole like, oh yeah, we're gonna build a system so we can just manipulate everybody else who enters the system, which is, well, pretty real. But anyway, I digress. Okay, we buried. Oh, real. Never really agreed with her. I was the last to leave. I went to the dome. Hmm. Right. Okay. I don't know why. No. One more vent before bed. Classic. $20.55. 2.5 years ago from 1942. Yep. What does that mean? Time here shuffling cat. Yep. I could have figured that, to be honest with you, but I wasn't gonna go on any limbs, but this is good confirmation. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that this is what's her face's journal, because she's the one who talks to them. Heard. Or maybe it was the hooch. Well, could always be the hooch if we're being real. It could always be. You never know. It was just about the health of the garden. Yup. It's like a vision of what these seeds are about and what they're doing. Yeah, I can't control it, can't contain it, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn, and after what seemed like I finally gave up. Yep. Growing and spreading in every direction. The system that the plants are based on was not about shaping and controlling. The natural system of the plants were healthy when they were out of control, when they were free to spread and in turn. Yep, exactly. It's its own floral alien species that abducts other. I don't know what the point is. I don't get why. Entertainment? I don't know. That part doesn't make. Maybe just how their biology is set up is that just as a natural byproduct of existing. But it's not feeding. They're not feeding on anybody, right? Or I guess if it is a plant, maybe it's carnivorous in some way, on some weird multidimensional level, where it doesn't mind waiting an entire human's lifespan for it to be able to feed, but like, I don't know. It can't be that straightforward. There's no way it's just about eating. That'd be ridiculous. Or maybe it is. I don't mean to judge, but it's more like, I don't know. That feels a little bit, from a human point of view, that might. He could be swayed from his battery plan. This makes me really concerned. Should I unplug the capacitor? Or, like, should I unplug the battery? Because, like, to be completely honest with you, I just instinctively did that before he even asked me to. Like, in my first playthrough, I did that right off rip because I was like, oh, word. I think I can just plug in and unplug. Works for me, baby. Let's do it. Let's plug that shit in. This is Mist after all. I mean, Mist part 7, whatever you want to. Mist part 8. But like, sorry, it's a little bit sacrilegious probably to call it Mist part 8, but you know what I mean. But now I'm like, okay, hold on. I didn't read any of this. I just saw battery plan. Okay. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of, yeah, exactly. Is a system and structure that defies understanding, at least in a general sense or a typical sense. Okay, okay. What if there's signs of something behind it? So if I look at all this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health. There seems to be a grain system or plan. The plan doesn't take me into account. Yep, it is unemotionally intent on the health of something bigger. Exactly. That may hurt my feelings, but missed 8 flags. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Or I guess technically be 9 if you're considering Uru part of the mists. Anyway, but no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I meant it. I meant it with love. I didn't mean it as. The plane doesn't take me into. Yeah, right. I read that. What am I in the entire? Right. Now we're getting existential with it. Now we're getting. I chose the wrong. I put scorn as existentialism, which, to be fair, scorn was pretty existential. But now I should put, aside from philosophizing, I should put existentialism in the tag, because, like, what am I? What am I in the entire scheme of the universe? What am I in the entire scheme of the universe? I'm sorry, that's like, that just feels like the most, like, almost one of the most Nietzschean. Oh, so you read. So yeah, word. Sorry, I don't mean to. So you heard that God was dead. Gotcha. And the word philosophy is brought. Yes, thank you. I like. Yeah, we like our heady shit. We like our heady shit. About letting this garden grow. Not so weird for me or calling. Yeah. You're right. It was the last thing you journaled was absolutely some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting the garden grow. Yep. It's us or them. That is also a thing. Well, sort of. I, it's more like. It's more like, I don't know how this game ends. I kind of, knowing how Riven ended, I think it's honestly kind of unlikely that any of us would stop them outright. So I think calling it us or them is a little bit disingenuous, in the sense that it's just us. Like, they're probably still going to exist without us. They'll abduct other people. They'll figure, and so we can leave clues for the future, which is clearly what's been happening. But admittedly, if you're staring down the barrel of something that cannot actually be stopped because of how immensely powerful and deeply ingrained in some kind of broader natural system it actually is, the best you can do is just figure out how to fix it for yourself and how to fix it for the people around you, and then how to leave clues on how other people can fix it for themselves when they need to. But so yeah, that's where I'm like, okay, us or them, point taken, real, heard, maybe a little bit reductive, but point taken. Well, some of us have gotten together and decided that we're the better choice to survive. Again, that's kind of what I mean, is like, survival can be a mutual thing. Even in a parasitic relationship, it is entirely possible for the parasite to be relocated to some other place where there might actually be a mutualistic relationship in that case. And by having removed it, the person that was previously host for that parasite would no longer be inability, let's say, why does my brain want to keep saying inebriated? That's not well, inebriated in my mind is more like being drunk or something. So, like, incapacitated is the word I'm looking for. So survival can be a mutual thing without it necessarily being us or them, at least in my mind. So, well, right. But this, okay, but this is my point, girl. This is my point. What gives one species the right to destroy another species? Who gets to choose? That's why I'm saying there's no reason why you can't advocate for your own survival while also not necessarily advocating for the destruction of what you think is imposing a risk to your own survival. You know what I mean? These two things don't have to. It's not rocket surgery, people. It's not rocket surgery. It's sort of like, okay, you've got a gun, I've got a gun. Neither of us want to die. How about we just walk away from this? Like, does it ever have to be more complicated than that, realistically? I mean, unless someone's like, don't get me wrong, there are definitely circumstances in which someone's got a gun and they honestly could give less of a fuck. And that's where things get very scary very fast. Um, I can't click that, can I? Nope. Oh, nope. Excuse me. Did not mean to burp like that. Also, sorry for the random ramble, but there is a reason why philosophizing is in the title. I will say that in my defense. In my defense. But I really appreciated that journal entry because that's the kind of story I came here for. I want to hear someone's genuine, honest to God experience of being, okay, this is absolutely a thing. Are you kidding me? What you got here? Spear gun, a telescope with some weird thing blocking the telescope. No, that's got to be a spear gun. You can pick up all of these. Oh no. That's pretty metal. Holy smokes. This bad boy is pretty rusted, but he's still in decent condition. Not mint by any means. Okay, this buddy's, unless that's intentional, this guy's definitely getting a little broke. Okay, and I did not mean to put that back, but that's absolutely a hint. And also, wait, what is that shit? It's a paper clip, a cone, and a ball. Oh, all sorts of fascinating things. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. Wait, what? Wait, before this. Thor's hammer with a peace sign and a what the hell? Oh, that's from the robot. So the proper orientation would be like this. But like that. Not that I think the orientation necessarily matters that much, but I didn't see anything else. No, stop. I did presumably get the objects, but just once more for posterity's sake. I can't. No, that's not. No. Just making sure I can't, like, fidget with any of this. But yeah, okay. More importantly, this guy. Alright. Wait, I can't wind this? I could have sworn that I could. You telling me I can't? Bro, what? What is that supposed to say? I mean, it doesn't say Andy, so I don't know. It's all smudgy, man. There's no way that's gonna say Gen. Because that looks like a G. There's no way that that says Gen. I'm sorry. That'd be crazy. You're telling me Gen had robot toys? Yep, that's... Got the moon phases. Alright. Alright. Oh, wait. Because, yeah, this is obviously... Something's going to come up. And then I'm going to be able to get to play a game here. But how do I activate you? Oh, hello. We like colors. We like colors. After the last game, I can't... The color part was fun. That was one of my favorite parts from Riven, for sure. Okay, it takes about 3 to 5 days for a single array library to change colors after being moved to a new surface. Oh no. Pulsing stops immediately upon removal from word, whatever, Captar, whatever that is. Cloning has been extremely easy, like potatoes easy. You know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm seeing right now? Remember last night? I said, colors. Yes, but sorry, one sec. There was a note from last night, and I said, "Oh, so you're just gonna leave me a note that, granted, out of context, is just a bunch of gibberish, but you're gonna leave me a note that says this equals this." Heard. This equals that. Say less, brother. So you know what I'm realizing? Here is that exact note. Bum, ba, da, bum. Leave it to an alcoholic to take pictures of the bar. Not this one. Not that one. But this one. We're not quite there yet. But I see a code right here. I see a code right here. And I see a code here. Arai, and it's about the Arai. The Arai tie. Come on now. I love my ties. You're telling me it's an Arai tie? Get out of here. Come on. Come on. Gummy bears, if you're curious. First food I've eaten all day today. Okay. So. Yes, more to come, indeed. Alright. Yeah, let me finish reading this. Hold on, I did take a picture of this, right? No! Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna assume I took a picture of it. I'm leaving this place open anyway, so it's fine. Can I not? Oh, I can't turn these. Okay. To do. I'm curious about the effect of combining various base surfaces. Still a bit odd experimenting with the life forms. Yeah, because that's considered like that's a pretty massive faux pas where I'm from. we don't experiment with other like I don't care if you think that you're above a monkey. If you want to experiment on something, use your own fucking species. I'm sorry. This is a little bit different because, like, clearly this is for a puzzle, and I have a feeling this is... But, not to excuse it, that gut intuition of Still a bit odd. Experimenting with the life forms. Yeah, it should feel just a little bit odd. Not here to judge, but should hopefully feel just a little bit odd if you're in the right spot. At the very least. The light they emit is handy given our limited supply of diesel. Wow. Again, there's nothing to say it can't be symbiotic. If they're getting fed in the way that they need, and they're able to provide you light as such, I think that's a good sign. Also, I'm absolutely gonna, yeah, that needs to happen, because it's like, what, coal or rocks equals blue, gold equals purple, presumably, and then this equals like iron or something like that. This feels like a code. I don't know how or why, but purple, green, blue, maybe? Or maybe even a combination of things. It could be red, yellow, black, or something like black hair, brown hair. Sorry. And then purple, green, blue, and then nothing, nothing. This feels like that could be a thing. Oh my goodness, 3 books all for me? Oh. Wait, what? Cerberus and Beowulf, but are they both spelled wrong? Cerberus BS Wolf. That's really interesting. Because this feels like a cipher. Cerberus, if I'm not mistaken, Cerberus. Cerberus. I think that's spelled right. This, I think, is spelled correctly. If this is supposed to be Beowulf, that is clearly not spelled correctly. And if it's not, then I'm like, does this mean that you replace every E and every O with S and every S with E and O? That's really interesting. That's really, really interesting. Adventures in the Age. No, does that say Mist TM? There's no way. Hold on, am I crazy or does that look like it says Mist TM on it? I'm sorry, that's hilarious to me. But also, oh wait, is this what the character's supposed to look like? I mean, that kind of fits what I would imagine, to be honest with you. Yeah. But wait, this answers my question from earlier that I was asking you of like, is this in the Mistverse? I mean, I don't know, dude. You tell me. Does this look like it's in the Mistverse? Oh wait, but I can't open any of these. Or no, that one I'm sure I can open, but from caverns miles beneath the New Mexico. I just want to say this keeps getting crazier and crazier. The convention is in Portland. My grandparents, who now live in Portland because I helped build a tiny house for them, they used to live, guess where? Guess where they used to live? Just random shot in the dark. Just take a guess as to where I spent many, many weeks over my summers as a child. Random guess. What the fuck, man? This is bending my brain just a little bit. Because I'm trying to... Now I'm starting to connect this to the real life. Because this got really meta really fast. And I fucking love it. But like... Is it legal for a game to get this meta this fast? And I mean, I know a lot of it has to do with how personally connected I now feel in the last couple days of this game and this series, but like, what? First Portland, the Portland revelation, and now New Mexico, and now the fact that this is blowing my mind just a little bit. No fucking way. Also, why are you not... Why won't you let me look at the... Thank you. I don't know why I want a picture of that, but also, why is it you skip a page? Is this a linking book? Is this like a legit linking book? This is crazy. But why can't I do anything with this? Is there something I'm supposed to add something, huh? Are there any open ports? I mean, it looks like that's something I should be able to take, maybe. No. 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 Can't take that. So there's probably some kind of module maybe that fits in here, potentially. Man, that's weird, though. I did take a picture of these, right? No. We're gonna do this one. Oh, I can't. What? Alright, fine. Okay, what? Is there anything else? Books, this stuff. So this is all on coal. Heard. Oh, never mind. For a second I was like, no way. No, no, no. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go back. This might take a second for me to remember how to portal over there. We do... I think this will be the fastest, right? Yeah, we go Bazinga, and then we go Bazingo. And then we do Bazonga. Oh, also, it's probably late enough in the evening that the blue light glasses would probably be at least of some benefit. Oh, yeah. Whew. Not that I think they're particularly good blue light glasses, but they do reflect some level of it, I'm sure. So, I'll take it. Alright. Alright. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Oh, wait. No, that was just that. This isn't coming down, is it? Nope. Gosh darn it. That's fine. I'll just take the long way. It's all well worth it. So far, all these so we now have... Wait, that guy... Yeah, so we now have a good number of seeds that are like all the way... That are all the way. I mean, maybe we might... Oh, wait. This is clearly out of place. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, I'm already noticing what's going on here. So there's gonna be an entire passageway into this whole fucking... Gotcha. Oh my gosh. This fucking game. I love these guys. I love these guys so much. They're crazy, but in the best way. I love it. I fucking love it. Also, I just realized, so okay. We need to go down this way. I already did go down this way. And I got to there, and I still need to go down this way, don't I? Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Thank you. Thank you, brain. Thank you, Brian. Okay. I really do like these banners though, like the scaled shimmery. That looks so cool. And hold on, let me double check. This is... No, I didn't leave that one. But whoa, I just realized. Oh my gosh, we do get to go to the... Okay. Oh my gosh, we actually are going out of bounds? We're going outside the cell wall? Oh, wait. When Farley said it's us or them, low key they kind of meant it, bro. If we're teleporting outside the cell wall, yeah, oh yeah, we're bro. Knowing this character and how these games go, we're about to do some damage. Not even intentionally. Like usually I feel bad about the destruction I cause in these games just because I'm like that I didn't mean for that to happen. I was just pressing buttons, bro. But like, oh yeah, these aliens are fucking cooked. I hate to say it. They abducted the wrong dude, man. And again, not even on like I'm not even okay. Originally I was making a joke about like fuck your system, I'm not doing what you want. But like yeah, these guys really just act, oh my whoa. That part too, huh? The sphere. The the sphere. Oh my god, I haven't even been to the sphere in so long. I don't... Oh my, and that's why you can rotate it? Oh my god. Oh my god. You can rotate the sphere because when you teleport it, somehow you need to know the direction it's supposed to... Oh my gosh. Oh my jeebums. That's right. I came across this. And I said, fuck that shit. Let me run up here. And it came down here, if I am to remember correctly. That's right. There's a shimmering wall. And then I said, I can't believe it. There's another one of these right here. And you know what? This feels to me like a place for everything and everything in its place. So... At least for now. I think I'm just going to leave that. Let's hit the plant world, because that is brand new. I think I might go grab some more libations. Briefly. Because it's either that or actually buying food that will sustain my physical existence. Rather than numbing my socio-emotional intellectual existence. Whoa! I didn't realize there was another... Excuse me. Hello. Hello! Oh, what is all this now? Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi. Now what is all this, you say? Oh wait, have I already... Ah! Yay! Yay! I found the other tram. We found the other tram. It took us fucking long enough, but we got there. Took us long enough, but we got there in the end. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Whew. Oh. I wish my spine didn't make me want to kill myself, but we made it. No Russian machine required. Oh, excuse me. Gross, I'm sorry. Oh, this feels good though. Holy shit. Bazinga! Meow! Wait a minute. Do these even do anything? No, they don't. Oh, they changed this. Okay. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? The numbers. The numbers, Mason. I'm just tickled that you could actually use this while it's... Anyway. Okay. Alright. 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 We are absolutely gaming right now. We are truly and unequivocally doing what is referred to as gaming right now. And it is incredibly exciting, in my opinion. God damn, those are big blades, bro. Holy shit. Where am I even? Where are you taking me? Where are you people taking me? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me calculate. I feel like I should know maybe where this leads. Although, I'm less familiar with this island than the original spot, so... Okay, that's not... that is not at all what I was expecting. The sphere! The sphere! Oh my god, I literally called it like 5 minutes ago. Oh my fuck. Okay, what direction do I... What direction? I know this. I can figure this out right now. I can figure this out right the fuck now. Because how is the sphere shaped? I don't want to say fuck it, but I kind of want to say, you know what? The easiest way to know, because this is like multidimensional locationality, the best way to do this is to see where this actually takes me. Oh, I thought I pressed the button. Figure out what the orientation is now. Take it back. Go back. Rotate it appropriately. And then we're good. It's that simple. Cause you missed me. You might be like, why does he know about the sphere? It's because this is stuff that happened really early on into my first playthrough. Exactly. Okay, so I need to rotate it. It's the exact same. Oh, brother, I didn't need to do this. I didn't need to do this at all. Come on now. Come on now, son. It's literally the exact same orientation. I could have just gone back. I should have just guessed. I should have just... Wait, can I... No, I'm gonna just assume that I have to rotate this sphere and that I can't rotate that thing. Just gonna go out on a limb here and say that I know for a fact that I can rotate the sphere. I would rather just teleport the sphere, having rotated it, than, yeah. So... Although, wait, now that I think about it, I don't want to... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to rotate it, because it's already in the right position. Sort of. Yeah, it's already. Wait, it's already in the. Oh, god damn it. Okay, hold on. This is a sign that I at least need to smoke more weed. If not, I might need to go get more drinks. Because I'm still overthinking this shit like a moron. Or, no, maybe I'm underthinking it. No, I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. Oh. But no, yeah. It doesn't actually matter. At least for now. At least for now. I think the right call is, fuck me. I was just up. You know what? Okay. Hold on. Can you call the trams? Can I, like, if I leave this down here, can I call it back? Would there be any other possible way to do this if that wasn't the case? Oh, I haven't even gone through this door yet, did I? Is there another doorway down there? That's the real question. Is there currently any point in rotating this? There's not a doorway there, and there's not a doorway there, which makes me think that it's probably... No, it doesn't... Well... Oh... Low key, there might... I mean, why else would you allow the thing to be rotated? I don't know. But let's go up here first before I teleport it. Oh. Well, that was admittedly kind of anticlimactic, but alright. That means yeah, okay. Alright, 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 alright. Let me do the thing. Allow me to do the thingamajig. Is there a way I can get back here now that doesn't involve me fucking up any of the other spheres? Because I'd rather not... Nah, I guess the main one's fine. That doesn't really affect anything at all. At least from what I can tell. And if it does, I'll certainly have other ways of getting back. I still haven't gone to the plant place. Surprisingly, I still have yet to go to the plant site. And also, now that is there any... Presumably that was built... Presumably all of this was built separately, but impromptu as a way to respond to the other bit disappearing. Like, this was built in the other realm to account for the sphere disappearing. Not curious enough. Yeah, exactly. Ah, I'm glad you get it. I don't know if I could ever be curious enough, to be honest with you. I don't know if there's even a limit on that one. Not curious, literally. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Alright, let's see. Just out of curiosity, there's nothing. Okay. Alright. Hey, you know what? Don't judge me. I wanted to check. If I see an oven, listen, I was born to be in the kitchen. Okay, so like if I see an oven, damn straight I'm gonna fuck with it. Either that or I was born to be an arsonist. Let's say I was born to be in the kitchen. let's leave it at that. Oh god. Oh, okay. Loading screen. Let me smoke some more weed. I'll be right back. Probably maybe in like 10 minutes I might grab some more drinks. But for now. Oh yeah. Oh man. I should clarify. It is weed, but it's also it's like 2/3 weed, 1/3 nicotine, or 1/3 tobacco. Because sadly, if you haven't seen me vaping, and that vape is like probably a month and a half old and has been out of juice for the last month. But partially for the nicotine, partially for the oral fixation. I just, man, but holy smokes. Literally. Phew. Yeah, I'm still gonna go yeah, this is the right way to go. Hey, buddy. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is also gonna get swapped at some. I don't know what that's gonna. Oh, that's from the Jungle Planet, most certainly. Most certainly, because there aren't any. If that stair step is out of place, definitely does not belong on Mars or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I love you, man. You get it. You know. You already know. You know. I'm not curious yet. Hate to break it to you, but I probably wouldn't be playing if I wasn't. What is... I'm sorry, none of this is ever here by accident. Weird. Curious yet? That's gonna be... Maybe I should make that like my bio or something. Curious yet? Damn it. Ah, damn it. That's exactly what I was worried about. Well, okay, in a lot of ways, it really doesn't matter because if I can't progress down there without teleporting the thing, and I can't get back down there without not teleporting the thing, then there's no point dwelling on it because unless I'm just missing a lever or something, which would be really embarrassing, but I'm not seeing anything that strikes me as call the elevator back up, so I think we're just going to call it there for that one, low key. Unless... no, I didn't think so. I was going to say, unless there's like some... Ah. Yeah, that would probably explain it. Well, I think since that looks like the return mechanism and it clearly does not appear to be functional, I think we're gonna call that one. So in that case, the next logic would be Forest Planet into... Well, it's gonna be Forest Planet back into Mars, probably for the mine shaft. And then from Mars, after opening the door to the other one, and then from there to there, and then from there inside. And then once inside, I go back through the... I don't exactly know what the point of that would be yet, but I also have literally not seen the Forest Planet at all, so... I trust it's all going to work out. I know it's all going to work out, because I know how these games work. And I haven't gotten to any scales yet, so I'm keeping that in mind too. I have a feeling that the scales are probably going to come in pretty soon if I'm taking my stabs the right way. Let us see. Let us see. Thank you. Wait, what? Oh, I did not. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that makes things way different, kind of. Does that make things Oh, wait a minute. You know what? We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I have a feeling... Oh, fuck. Part of me is like, should I go back and pre-rotate the thing? But you know what? Let me just explore a little bit more. I know what that shortcoming is. And I'm kind of bummed that I didn't see this sooner, because now I realize that my initial suspicion about whatever, I could also be overthinking that, and that might be a door to a different spot entirely. Part of me kind of doubts that, to be honest with you, but also I'm not in the right area. Hold on one second. Oh my gosh, and I completely forgot about the tree too. Jeezums. Um... Okay, I need a 6-digit code for the elevator. And maybe something else, because it clearly was not working at all, like it wasn't powered. Even though power, I think, is distributed everywhere. It could be the bleeder, too, which is entirely possible. Because I haven't figured out what to do with that yet. Wait, no, I do go through here. Yeah, I do go through here, okay. I was trying to figure out where the turnoff was. It's over here, though, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. So that... Oh, wait a minute. No, that must be from the 4th planet, then. Well... That could belong here. No, but the rock color is just... No, that must be from the 4th planet, then. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Alright, let's run it. Boink. Boink. Alright. Also, part of me is like, I've got about 3 hours until I need to start thinking about food. Because part of me is like, man, for these late nights, because these games have me going, bro. For these late nights... Oh, I'm here! Oh my god. I didn't think it was going to be that straightforward, but fucking bet. Okay, heard. And of course it's not going to be that straightforward. Wait. That's 12? Is there... Wait. How am I supposed to know what number... I don't want to brute force this one. But if I really had to, I would guess 8, maybe? Wait, that sounded like a no. What if I say 4? Eight, 4? Was that 8 or was that was 2? Was that 8 or 2? Oh, the pen's right here. Lol. Okay. Hold on. I just need to reference the... Hold on one sec, just to be safe. Just to make sure I know that I'm doing the numbers right. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Oh, but the beautiful thing is... Oh no.